Hello there and welcome to this ongoing Company of Heroes game as we join the players. Now, we are in the last series of the first group phase. This has been an ongoing battle. Ed and I, earlier on, we were casting Von Ivan versus Baoliang. It was a non-competitive series. 2-0 whitewash for Von Ivan in rapid, quick time. So we're now joining this series, which is DevM versus the Korean superstar KOES. And we watched it in ×8 times speed, Ed. But what did we manage to see in that time?
Units flying around the map at warp speed, but a double Stuart choice from DevM, and he's made it work. But KOES has simped hard enough and long enough to get a P4 out, so you're bang up to date now, folks, and we're live.
And we're live indeed. A double Stuart build going straight into a Jackson. DevM going for a very interesting take on USF. I've never quite seen this in a tournament before. So we got for Stuart 9 kills and 17 kills respectively to really punish OKW, stop them getting as much fuel, delaying the Panzer IV to the 21st minute, and then he goes straight in with the Jackson. This could be a really interesting strategic play from the Portuguese prodigy.
And one ability that is horrendously useful is the blind shot from the Stuart. Can really mess up the P4's day. Or any heavy tank for that matter. And it never misses, Matt. It will always hit.
Stuart eating shots from the Raketenwerfer. That's the Vet 3 Stuart on 11 kills. Gets taken out. Double stun rounds to the face of the Panzer IV. Dream is now dead. Raketenwerfer on Vet 2.
Well, if you make 2 of them, you've always got one when you lose one. So maybe DevM 4 sword like Elrond. And yeah, still has he kept the better Stuart alive. Natural selection.
The Jackson now is going to be looking to gain that vital veterancy and keep that Panzer IV honest. Got double rifle squads, one of the cavalry variety for the Thompsons, looking to flank this position of KOES. However, the Raketenwerfer gets a nice rear armor shot, and the other one's lined up as well. Excellent vision and maneuverability by KOES there.
And as we saw there, the reason that Raketen took out that Stuart in time before he skipped away behind the side blocker was the veterancy 2 faster fire rate. It's so crucial on Raketens, and hella worth if you can keep the squad alive for that veterancy.
There are a few angles there for both of these tanks. DevM's going to lose vital time here repairing, which is going to allow KOES back in the picture. So he's thrown the cavalry rifles in just to keep him busy, stop him pushing on DevM's lines, but this has not stopped. This folks currently a Vet 5 with 21 kills getting to the fuel point.
Yeah, and one thing I really find hard about OKW is until you're Vet 5, they don't self-heal. So we've seen a lot more usage of the battle grouper nowadays instead of mechanizers. Oh, as the Stuart gets Fausted, it's got a damaged engine. The rear echelon crew has jumped out. Oh, now he has to commit Sudoku on his own Stuart. Oh, DevM now out of Stuart.
Did he mean that, do you think? Oh, and the Jackson's been found out by the Raketenwerfer, pushing all the way in. One more shot required. Can it get past the veil? Just about. That's a very good find for KOES there. Both Stuarts are now down. The early game superstars of DevM are out of the picture.
And all of that is just caused from tumbling effect of dominoes from DevM's mistake of not pulling his tanks all the way back to the sanctuary of his base to repair, but instead trying to get that extra little efficiency of repairing them on the front line and paid the ultimate price there.
McCavity points out in chat, why are Ed and AE cursing all of the games they watch? Okay, I agree with that. We have shown the casters curse a lot today, but Company Heroes is one of those fantastic games that has inbuilt combat mechanics, and that's why we love it. You can never just expect it to happen the way you expect it to happen. It just keeps you guessing, keeps the players on their toes, and the march of excitement progressing. Oh, Stern Pioneer's obliterated!
I just spoke about not fixing your tanks on the front line, KOES. Come on. Well, both players are having a Run DMC style dance off, it seems, with how they can get punished for fixing on the front line.
They're having a party, they're having a ball. Don't stop KOES now. DevM has that in his mindset as he's pushed away 4 units and the Panzer IV can't be supported anymore. That Stern Pioneer loss has left KOES having to rebuild it. Just as he hits 130 fuel, he's rebuilding Stern Pioneer when he much would have preferred to build a second Panzer IV, no doubt.
And it's going to be the 76 Sherman as the next choice from DevM. I like this choice. Got fast rate of fire and a radio netted vet one to help out the Jackson and other surrounding vehicles.
Yeah, these short-faced units are very popular skin in the tournament scene, it seems. Everybody wants to put their war paint on. Yet KOES has gone for the anime. I don't know what that is. Looks like something off Iron Harvest, doesn't it? Do you remember that game from last year? That one that nobody ever played?
Not really. I didn't believe the hype, so I never bought it. I knew it's the company trying to venture out and do their first RTS, so fair play. Like, I think they did a good job in that respect, but yeah, I did not try it out. I saw people play it though.
Yeah, it just looked like a Command and Conquer mod or something, didn't it?
I wish. I would have bought it then.
What's this then? Is this major artillery? Yes, it is. MG34 forced away. DevM found a hole in KOES' game, obliterated the Stern Pioneers, and he's pushed on from there. At this moment here, all the way now, he's drawn a new line on the battlefield. And that is meaning that he's got his double victory points back, putting the pressure back down. KOES is left rebuilding his manpower provision because this Stern Pioneer is fresh on the field, meaning that he couldn't get his second tank out quick enough. But Ed, I have to ask you this.
Yeah.
What would happen if he built a Sturm Tiger? Do you think he could make that useful on this map?
They could delete squads of coming blind round the corner, bait them in, and it does have a hella long stun on enemy vehicles, so he's got the double Raketen platform, does KOES. I think Stern Tiger could be a really nice choice, but he could have just gone for the commander to have those high explosive anti-tank heat shells and the mobile artillery, which he'll be able to cool down from his tanks. But he went for an MG42 upgrade on his P4, so at least this P4 won't have that artillery ability.
Jackson's now vet 2, 17 kills. I don't know how it's managed to get that. Oh, we just saw a unit die, leaving the bazooka. The lieutenant picks it up, becomes a double bazooka lieutenant. And the Folks Grenadiers are out in force. DevM's really trying to hold this position. And I have to say, the staying power of these tanks, a Jackson and a 76, it's going to mean that unlike most USF builds, he is actually able to stick around when the firefights happen.
Yeah, good flank here from the Cav Rifleman again of DevM, forcing that Raketen off, which was causing the Jackson some issues. But I do not like where DevM is repairing his tanks. Really needs to work on that, else he's gonna lose another crew in the tank again.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
Panzer IV finds the 76mm, frontally penetrates it. Kappa Pride as the rifleman watch on. There's no damage to the Panzer IV though, so they can't get a nade in, but they can eat a big round to the face. And they dropped an M1918 there.
Yeah, if the Stern Pies could run up and grab it, deny that 60 munition resource to the enemy. But P4 does get clipped from max range of the Jackson.
Yeah,
the
thunderous shot there. Look how close it is to Vet 3 as well, Ed. It's going to be a penetrating madman, and this Panther's going to have a test against the Jackson.
I think we could see the 70,000 year hold until King Tiger. No, it's going to be Panther instead. So Panther perhaps without the MG and go for the artillery officer, or Panzer commander, sorry. I think that would be a nice blend of armor choice from KOES here. As he rounds out his pop cap, I think that'll be pretty much pop capped after this Panther.
Yeah, seemingly so. Yeah. Here it is, just absolutely wrecking Rosemary's Garden even more. No fence panels left now. Valkyrie Chronicles, I always forget that, of course. Smoke discharge from the Sherman there, just helping the assault over the silo for a skill shot. Meanwhile, Obersoldat and 40 manpower hit don't want to dice against the Sherman, but they're actually cover for the now veteran C3 Raketenwerfer getting a second shot in there. Could have finished it off with the other one, but he couldn't quite make it.
I like that smoke into the mid from DevM as well. Knew the Raketen would be there. smoked left and went right with the Sherman. Good heads-up play from him, but as the Panther announces itself, it will be the Panzer Commander upgrade. So the Panther now can be a bit deadly at pushing enemy lines with that coordinated barrage.
This is a really bad moment for KOES. I tell you why, he just retreated 5 squads. Look at his manpower he's got none. So all of these squads arriving at base are going to have to stay at base for a while. He's got 40 manpower Obersoldaten to reinforce. He's got so much to do. And DevM's going to swallow the map up in this time. Just look at it. It's already blue. He's going to be able to take this fuel. And this is all anti-tank here. So this is a really bad moment for KOES.
Yeah, and he just built the Pickety Panther, to be fair, so we knew his manpower would be stretched to its limits, but double Obers, I think that's, you know, they have a very high upkeep, 40 manpower per model.
Of course, DevM, 3 times world champion, now has his own YouTube channel doing game analyses. Check that out if you get a chance later on. Stern Pioneers possibly about to die yet again. No, they just about survived this time. Panzer 4 against cavalry riflemen, threatening that anti-tank satchel, of course.
I'd say well held by KOES though. This is not easy to fight against DevM's loadout and commander. He's done very well to get this far, to get the double tanks out. I do think as we go super late and Vet 5 units start to come into play, OKW can punish the USF as we see a nice bundle nade on the 50 cal. It goes down.
And the
ride of
Panzer
the
4
Valkyrie
jukes it
Sherman now.
Panther focuses on crushing the rear echelons for now, gets some bazooka rounds to the face, and the Jackson's there! This could be a really bad flank from KOES. He needed to abort this flank. He did not, and he pays the ultimate price.
Panther down, barely came onto the field and gone for an early bath, but the Obers are vetting pretty well. He keeps them alive.
Sorry, what Obers you on, mate?
Oh no, I've cursed everything again. What am I? A voodoo specialist?
Somebody just said the Panther's not very good in chat. I completely disagree. It's not very good when you forget to stop your flank. He needed to halt everything there. He needed to have the game sense to realise that that was not happening. And he didn't. He needed to abort. Focus Grenadiers dying. This game's over. M76 goes in for the kill. Can't quite get it.
He needed a bounce as well there to, you know, help him out of that misplay. Didn't happen. As we see a Vet 3 P4 now gets extra fire rate.
Yeah. Hoping for a bounce off that Vet 3 Jackson, of course, as the vehicle crew here dies. Oh, yeah, it cursed. I know it did die in the end. It did die, just as I gave up on it.
You're like, I said! And then it drops down dead and like trips over a rock.
It seemingly did, yeah. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, this could be a foul opportunity. No. Didn't quite read it in time.
Kettenwerfer getting some good licks
Sherman,
in.
yeah, Sherman dies if he gets fouls today. Didn't quite anticipate the momentum of the tank there. I know it must sound like we're being very nitpicky, but this is top level tournament play, and to beat someone like DevM, you have to pounce on those opportunities.
Smoke clears, and so do the Stern Pioneers. They clear on out of there. They have capped a victory point, but it's very tenuous position from KOES. When DevM's got all these tanks back in action, you can just foresee that he's going to pick up the victory points once more and force him down into double-digit figures.
Ed 80 curse. I don't want to say any unit now is about to go down because probably sneeze and die. But I am liking. Well, he did lose the highly vetted over, but I am liking KOES' build order. I think he should just go for another P4. Just keep getting cheap and often tanks now. Panther perhaps is just not worth it.
Yeah, but mate, Panzer 4 against the Jackson Vet 3, it just feels to me like
double AT gun and 3 Volks still, so you have to kind of make it work for you there. And
he's got to focus on trying to get rid of that Jackson somehow, and however he accomplishes that, I'm not sure. He does, of course,
kill the infantry and the head will fall.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but I wouldn't hate a Sturm Tiger with this build order because he could just keep it back wait for DevM to get too aggressive and then fire from max distance. Well, then this is going to happen. He's got the double 76s and the Jackson's pushing in. The Kettenwerfers are watching on. They're going to lose that veterancy, that all-important Vet 5 almost dying. But this is what DevM is all about. Make sure his forces are ready. He gets a new 76 as well. That's 3 of them in total now.
It's very fortunate there was KOES that the crew didn't lose the models actually holding the Vaquette and had to stop. So.
Oh, he's going in. He wants to get rid of that veterancy. This is dangerous from DevM, but he thinks he knows what he's doing. Kills them.
Gonna lose the Sherman at least here. Nope.
Not with shots like that. This one
Mistargeting
can
from-
fire, Ed. If this one can fire, it takes out
okay,
10
stop.
pips of veterancy. It misses, however. Oh, and there it is. Both Rakettenwerfers down. All that veterancy gone.
KOES, yep. And he's gonna get away with every Sherman. That is heartbreaking. Couldn't even finish off one with the Kettons. I think they were just kind of stuck in a death loop with their crew. Helped out by 3 Shermans shooting at you. I think that would do the trick.
Grenadier very lucky to survive that onslaught, and then the Pintle Mount Gunner guns him down.
Great. Bounce back off the ropes there. DevM soaked up the pressure there. Took a few hits on his P4s and then just shot on his Shermans and then just dove straight into the enemy base for the killing blow there. Clinical stuff.
Ready for further orders.
Oops, Dalton versus Vet 3 rifles here, and I'm just testing the balance mod now, I guess, or something, I don't know. Can an Obus survive when getting shot in the back of the head? No, it can't.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
The Kettons did seem wildly inactive though in the base
what
there.
happened
That did seem a bit different to normal. I don't know. Could have been a stats difference or something, but yep, KOES finally deleted from the game, but it was very close at one stage. Could have gone either way. But GG's.
GG's. So welcome back, guys. Just I can confirm that was the second game of the series. So GG, well played to DevM and KOES there.
Yeah, KOES was he went for OKW